Greetings and salutations in service to the one. I am Amber Dawnstar, practical mystic, energetic activist, and for over 34 years, master breathologist. Welcome back to my community. Well, I'm attempting this today. This is like 2 in a row, 2 days in a row. Because Spirit's like still like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. And yesterday's video basically came out okay. I mean, there was a couple of, but basically came out pretty good, I thought. So I just left it up and I'm attempting again today to go live and see if we can keep the glitches out of this and have it be smooth. Well, today, Spirit wants to talk about the difference between 3D consciousness and 5D consciousness. And because I talk about that a lot, but maybe some of you aren't aware of what that really means. And basically what that means is moving from fear-based consciousness to love-based consciousness. 3D being obviously fear-based, 5D, love-based. And this shift of the ages is happening now. And it has been happening, but it is definitely after the Lionsgate of 8/8 last month. It is like leveling up. It's leveling up to the next energy. And if anybody wants to move from 3D to 5D consciousness, there are some things that you need to know about how to do that. And basically how you do that is you move from the fear of your ego, your small ego, your ego, your meh, it's all them, and it's not me, and I'm not taking any responsibility or accountability, and the world's effed up, and oh my God. That thinking that it's, the color of your skin or what sex you prefer or, how much money you have or, that's 3D consciousness, right? All fear-based, all me, mine, not you, all about me. That's negative ego. There's a positive ego because obviously we need an ego to be our individual selves. And if that ego is aligned with source, then you're doing pretty good. However, as we can see in the world, a lot of people aren't doing very well right now because they don't know what to do with the energies that are happening on this planet, have been foretold for millennium on this planet by all the indigenous cultures and some religious books also have said that, the end times, and it's happening. There's no getting away with it. There's no getting away from it. It's happening. So where do you want to be? Do you want to stay in your ego, small ego, consciousness of, or do you want to be in your love? And you do. You want to be in your love. Come on. Everybody wants to be loved and feel love and give love. And that's what God is. God is love. So if everything is God, because it's all connected and all one, then it's just remembering what you already know, that you are part and parcel of all that is, that God created you just like God created everything. That's pretty cool, right? That God had the amazing sense to create you too. I'm always humbled by that. I'm just, when I look up at the stars at night, I'm amazed that God did all that, did me too. So yeah, God did you too. So the idea now is to remember the truth of who and what you are and where you come from and where you're going. And right now, that truth is about coming back into your heart, your consciousness, and your alignment with source is your safety zone right now. There is no other safety zone. There's no safety zone out there in the world. There isn't. There isn't. Because anywhere you go, whatever you do, you never know what can happen. And it can happen anywhere now. Now we see that happen in the simplest tasks. So how do you get from 3D to 5D? Well, you start taking a look at your thoughts and your beliefs. And what are you thinking about? And what do you believe? Do you believe everything that was force fed to you from your parents and their parents and their parents? Do you just accept it that, yeah, this is what it is and this is how it is and we just have to keep going and it's always been this way? And no, you don't. You don't have to do that anymore. You can stand up and say, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with the limited thinking, with the fear-based thinking, with the woulda, shoulda, coulda thinking. I'm done. I'm going to step back, literally, and I'm going to take a look at where in my life my thoughts and my beliefs have brought me. Because usually, if you're in 3D consciousness, your thoughts and your beliefs are usually fear-based. Don't trust. Put those people down. Put those people in boxes. Get them out of your sight. You're better because you're a certain color. Oh, yikes. And if you look at our history, not just America, but, humanity's history, we have got a lot of shite to, forgive and get past and acknowledge. Because first is the awareness that there's something that needs to change. And obviously it is changing. Thank God that it is changing. And what can you do? So what can you do right now to affect the change that you want to see and be in your life? Basically, you can go within and take a look at how you're thinking and how you're feeling and what your beliefs are. And is it true? Is it true that what your parents gave you and their parents gave them and ad infinitum, is it really true for you? Is that something that you want to keep going with? And if you really take a good look, you'll probably see that, no. Because it hasn't worked for most of the people and the animals and the planet herself. Hasn't worked. I talked about this yesterday with the toxic masculine. That's why it hasn't worked, is because of that energetic. And that energetic is coming to an end because the feminine, divine feminine, is back on the planet now. And she's out there and she's pissed. So all these laws that they're trying to, make us go backwards with, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. They might think it's going to happen because they've been running things for so long that they think it's just, business as usual, but it isn't. And it's up to us, each one of us, to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to do this like it's been done for thousands of years. No, there's got to be a change, and it starts with me. And so that does start with you. So where are your thoughts and your beliefs taking you that are fear-based? And take a look. Take a look at them. What are you scared of? Are you scared you're not going to like what you see and feel and believe? Probably. But the only way to get through this is first to be aware of that there's anything that needs to change. The second is accepting that, there's something that needs to change. And how can I do that? Well, of course, my favorite is the conscious holy breath. Because I've seen that when you clear the energy of your emotional body that is still in pain and wound, when you clear that and you heal that, and so that all your power that you gave away or that was taken from you in your past can come forward into the present, then that will change your whole outlook on life, and everything that you have known will start to change, because that's what happens. You see an alternative to what you've been doing and you change it. You change it from fear to love. You change it from doing to being. and then you act. Well, acting is doing, but also acting can be being in the present moment by your breath. That's what happens. Your breath brings you back into the present moment. That's why they say when anything happens traumatically, they say, take a breath, take a deep breath, breathe. Yeah, they're saying that for a reason. They're saying that so you can come back to the moment and get back into your body. Because a lot of us, when we experience trauma or pain, whoosh, we're out. We're out of our body. We're out of our hearts. We're out of our consciousness. We're out of our connection. We're back in our fear-based ego. So that's why people say, take a breath, take a breath. Well, right now, take a breath. Take a conscious, holy breath. Take a breath with me. See how deep you can go. See where your breath ends up in your body. See how, if you can get it into your heart. A lot of people cannot. A lot of people can get it to the solar plexus. Heart, having a hard time getting it into the heart, and that's where we need it right now. Being in your heart. That's what we need. That's how you have to do it. You have to move from that limited, egoic consciousness that's all about you and move into a higher frequency of love for yourself, for your connection to source, and then for all that is around you. Nikola Tesla talked about the 369 numbers and how that relates to every single thing in this world and probably beyond this world, and how that frequency can lift you. But yeah, there's work to do. There's work, and some of it isn't easy. Oh, come on, man. I know. Some of that work is not easy to do and look at. However, you need to get through the muck to get to the rainbow. You got to dive deep, clean it out, raise your frequency, raise your energy, raise your vibration. That's what Nikola Tesla talks about, that it's all energy, frequency, and vibration. Go check him out. Google that shit. He's there. He was awesome. Of course, way ahead of his time. Of course, most people that have any clue are ahead of their time. The masses, take a little time to catch up. Well, now we're in a very fast energy. This is happening fast. So how can you do this to change what you want to change? Well, of course, all kinds of therapy, all kinds of books, all kinds of information out there now. This used to be esoteric, hidden knowledge. It isn't anymore. There's no excuse for you anymore to keep bullshitting yourself that it's the other person. That these people that are coming into your life aren't a part of why, because you're thinking the way you're thinking and you're believing the way you're believing. That's why they're showing up going, maybe you want to look at something a little different now. Maybe you want to be a little different now. Probably. So coming back to your heart, moving away from the negative ego. The best way I've found to come back to my heart is through the breath. In the moment, breathing deeply, consciously. Now, sometimes when you hear people breathing deeply, you think, oh, they're hyperventilating. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Hyperventilation is fear-based because you don't know what to do. You've lost control and you're going out of your body and you're just freaking out. Well, I'm talking about the conscious holy breath, which means that you're consciously breathing. You're allowing your breath to be a circle, a golden circle of light that you consciously are manifesting in this now moment to bring you back into this now moment and to stay there. We don't know how this is all going to play out. There's a lot of scenarios and it could go, in a lot of different directions. But if there's enough energy created that is love, then you will move to the next level. That's how it works. You will move. You will graduate from 3D. And believe me, you're going to want to. You're going to want to move from 3D because there's a lot more coming. There's a shite load of more coming. Yeah, all simmering now. All simmering. So be prepared for that as much as you can. And the way you can do that is to stay centered, heart, consciousness, source. That's how you do it. That's your safety net. There is no other. Nothing outside is going to save you. This is all inner work. And if you haven't done it yet, oh man, what a time to start. And of course you can start. You can start in any now moment to take a look at the backlog and deal with it. Hey, just deal with it. So what? You got to cry or scream or yell. In a contained environment, that is one of the things that this work does, is I hold the space, and all of your guides and angels, masters and teachers, as well as mine, hold the space for you to go through whatever it is you're really feeling so that it doesn't manifest as dis-ease in the physical body, because it does. That's what happens. What do you think cancer is energetically? Energetic activist. That's what I am. That's what I do. Energetically, what happens with cancer is suppression. Just keep pushing that shite down with whatever you have to do. Now, I'm not saying every single cancer person is dealing with cancer because of that. Sometimes it's karmic also. There's a lot going on. However, if you can get to the energetic of what you're suppressing that is causing cancer and you clear that, then the cancer goes away and doesn't come back. And I've had clients that have had that happen, that have had cancer, and it has gone through getting to the energetics of what they were suppressing. So there's one. That's what an energetic activist does. An energetic activist right now goes to the root, goes to the deepest wound that's causing this malfunction, dysfunction right now. And the wound is old. The wound isn't now. You might get triggered now with your wound, but the wound happened a long time ago. Usually at your birth. That's why we call it the birth trauma, because it is. It's traumatic to come into this world, 3D Earth, and depending on, the line that you chose, God in heaven, yikes. To get past all that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of willingness to say, you know what, this is stopping with me. I want to move into 5D. I personally want to move into 5D. I am intending that this is my last time on third dimensional Earth. And I feel like a lot of us right now are going back and forth. If you're losing time, if you're here and then you're not here and then you're back here, pretty much you're probably going to 5D, because that's what's happening. It's thinning. The veils are thinning. The dimensions are thinning. But you have to be at a certain frequency to get to 5D. And then you have to be at another frequency of love to stay there. Once you're there, you're there. And every lesson that you learn now is going to be through love. It's not like you're going to not stop, you're going to stop learning lessons. No. That's what happens. We just keep doing this, but it gets better. Oh, lordy, does it get better. So the idea is to get through whatever it is you need to get through. Get through it so you can graduate. Don't you want to graduate to the next level? I do, and I am. So I think that's what Spirit wanted to say to you today through me, because I'm clairaudient and I'm listening as I'm talking. I'm listening to what Spirit is saying to you and to me. I'm listening. I've been listening for quite a while. So if any of this resonates for you, please like, share, and subscribe. Learning the jargon of this world. And I got two more. I got two more subscribers. So now I'm 16. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I appreciate all of you that are doing this with me. I so appreciate it because Spirit is asking me to do this. I'm like, do I really have to? Yes, you do. I'm a little less resistant, a little more resistance with the technology aspect, but this part I love doing. This is the fun part for me, is to talk to you and share with you what Spirit is telling me to say. So please carry on and go check out my website. I have one now. It's actually up. And I have an email for that website. And you can email me and let me know if you would like a session, you'd like to hear more about the work, like to hear more about me. And my journey. Wow, this has been quite the journey. So have a great rest of your day. Om Namah Shivaya. In Lakesh, I am another yourself. And namaste. Come back and see me. Have a great, great day. Bye now.